Okay, today is August 31st, 2013. Let's take a look at the market, and then when we finish looking at the market, it's going to take a look at a few casino stocks. So let's start off with the S&P 500. The S&P 500, we're basically looking for to possibly hold about this level at the 1650, and it did not. So right now, essentially, we're looking at for it to come down and possibly get down to this particular level here, this pivot low, because right now it is breaking down and it is kind of declining with the 50-day moving average most likely going to be rolling over as well. And you can see that there is this negative divergence on the MACD being, holding up for quite a while. And even if we just look at this area here, you can see the negative divergence. So right now, we're essentially looking for further weakness on the S&P 500. Most likely, we might be see a little bounce when everybody getting back from their Labor Day holiday and that probably will be any kind of a bounce will be likely a good opportunity to look for set up to possibly short the market for now, because basically this market is heading down for a little bit, possibly at least initially getting down to this level, and if it can hold that level, we likely will come back down to this about this 1570 area here. Then looking at the S&P, I mean the Dow Jones 30, you could also see the Dow Jones 30 is getting very weak, and most likely it will come down and tag this near this 200-day moving average, which is somewhere down at these support level here. Okay, right now you can see that when it come up here, and again you can see this the negative divergence of the MACD. And we're basically looking for it to hold when it could not hold this level and then come down, and also breaking this particular support here. You can see that right now it's kind of heading down to this particular level and possibly making it down to near this 14,430 somewhere. And looking at the NASDAQ 100, the NASDAQ 100 seems to be holding up fairly well for a little bit longer than the S&P and the Dow Jones, but again, we're seeing some weakness coming in, and most likely we probably will see it to come down to, this 50-day moving average, which is near here at these level here, and if it can hold that support, we probably see it to dip down to this 3,000 and possibly try to fill this gap here. And then the next level is probably be down here at the 2860. 2857, somewhere around near the 200-day moving average, which is also this pivot low. If you could also take a look at it somewhere around here, these kind of pivot level here. But right now on the NASDAQ 100, we probably see it, possibly floating around with this 50-day moving average for a little bit, which is these pivot level here. And then if we look at the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 here, again, is starting to break down, and I was kind of saying I'd be a little bit surprised to see it dip down to this 1,000, but right now it looks like there's a more probability that it will get down to this 1,000 level here and test this for support, because you can see right now it's kind of breaking down as well and getting underneath the 50-day moving average here. So, and wouldn't be surprised to get back down to the 970 and possibly the 950. So again, we have to see how well it hold up at this 1,000. Certainly, some of the weakness is coming into the market, and depending how much of a correction that we'll see in September, we might be in a little bit of a surprise. Although there's a little bit of a divergence here, but so again, these MACD negative divergence and all these divergence, it's not that it's only matter when it matters. It does matter, so you just have to pay attention to it, So you either watch it or you don't. If you use the discretionary just to watch it whenever you feel like it, then there's no consistency on it. But not saying these things always work. It's just that it just give you a heads up to be alert. Okay? So let's take a look at WYNN. That was one of the gambling stock, casino stock, that was kind of making some headline as well. You can see this big, sort of like a shooting star candle. I always kind of get a little leery about these type of candle when it's in the top. So right now, essentially, in order for me to feel comfortable doing any kind of swing long, I like to see the price take out this high here on this shooting star. Otherwise, even though it break about back above this particular pivot level, this baseline here, there's always that resistance up here because essentially it kind of tell you that, indicating that whoever that want to buy probably got in here and they just exhaust the buyer when it got up here, and that's why it can hold that price level, and also there's no more buyer on the following trading session to push this up. So right now it's kind of waiting for WYNN to see could it break back above this particular pivot and take out this level here. If it's not, then it's probably just skip this. A lot of people probably looking at this like a little bit of a inverted head and shoulder, or even a bit of a cup and handle or something. But the key thing is this particular level here. You got to look for this peak. Okay. And the other one we'll look at look at MGM. MGM is again, you see this little shooting star candle up here. We initially talked about this. So it kind of break out here. It broke through that, came down, tested, and then it came back up. Once it taken out this, come up here and take out this level once again. When it broke out this particular baseline, got this shooting star right now, came back down and kind of test this level again. Right now it's trying to fill this little gap here. So we kind of have to be careful on that again. Once again, we want to see if the price could take out this 1850 and above before we actually want to seriously consider taking a long position on that, because it is kind of a little dangerous to try to guess that it will do that just because it's gonna break back above this level here. Okay. And then the other one is Las Vegas Sand. We're also looking at Las Vegas Sand here. It seems to be having a little bit of a resistance down at this particular trend line, and it could break about this near this 58, and that might be a possibility that it could come back out and take out this near these 60 level here. But for now, it seems like it's kind of trapped over here. You got to be careful if it take out the breakdown below this particular level, then we could see it heading back down and possibly testing this 49 level. Okay. And then Caesar, we also want to take a look at Caesar. Again, you're seeing this type of shooting star candle, even though it did have a nice nice little breakout here, right? And then it came back down and test this level, and it also break again and up here, and it's a nice break. But now it seemed like there might be some exhaustion here. So again, we got to be careful on Caesar. So basically right now, that's the stock that I'm going to cover in this video, and then hopefully everybody's enjoying the Labor Day weekend. And throughout the weekend, I'll probably put up a couple more video and look at some of the stock such as Apple, Netflix, Google, and those sort of things. So enjoy.